This video is sponsored by Surfshark. Yes!
Another week.
Hello everybody, welcome to Mike's Mike. My name is Mike. I'm just warning you all now, I think this video is going to have unprecedented criminal levels of feral energy. If you warn someone before you commit a criminal offense, it doesn't count anymore. I wish that Fox had warned me before they released Alvin and the Chipmunks Chipwrecked, because that was a criminal offense. If you look at my history on this channel of talking about animated movies or animated characters, you know, Cars, so many issues. That video that I did about Cars collapsed society. Why is there a Pope car? And I did that video about the green M&M, how I said I didn't trust her. That went on the M&M wiki, and someone wrote on there that my status was alive for now, and now the entry is no longer there, but I still am, so who's the real winner? But I think an important distinction needs to be made here, because when I talk about Cars, or Ratatouille, or movies that are entirely animated, in my mind, those exist in a different category. Even though Cars is traumatizing, why do they have eyelids? I would say it fits in a different category to this absolute evil known as Alvin and the Chipmunks.
I'm gonna tell you right now, when I see you, you getting lit up, bitch. It ain't no word.
I think it's important if we go through the series of events in my life that led me and us to this point. I was a Chipette stan.
What in the... Yo.
Now, if you go back and look at the release timeline of the Alvin and the Chipmunks movies, you may realize that, Mike, weren't you high school age when these movies were out? Yeah, what about it? It was more a case of me loving the remixes that people did. So they'll take like literally any pop song and then speed it up, put it on YouTube and be like Chipette's version, and I would eat that shit up. Maybe I was in year 12 studying for my final physics exam listening to the Chipettes. Don't judge me, you don't know my story. So that's point number one, okay? Alvin and the Chipmunks, they could choke. Honestly, could not care less. We'll get to them in a second. The Chipettes, yeah, they reign supreme for that time period. If I saw a Chipette now, after just rewatching these movies, kick. I'll explain everything, okay?
Oh, to win a bit of smoked salmon, who's bothered about that?
So then there was a solid 7 or 8 years where I did not interact with any more Alvin and the Chipmunks content. I did not think about them again. Then at some point last year, I started thinking about the Chipettes again, right? They somehow snuck back, they burrowed in there. In one of these movies, one of the Chipmunks made a joke about burrowing into someone and making a nest. And I was like, what the fuck? The Alvin and the Chipmunks movies are horror movies. Am I wrong? Then a few weeks ago I had a Chipette stan relapse when I tweeted Chipette's Run Pop or some shit, and it's true, and thus therefore I decided to rewatch the movies. Now, I did not watch the first movie because there is zero Chipette's content, so why the fuck would I waste my time with that? There is so much to be discussed about these movies, but first of all, we need to give a shout out to our sponsor of today's video. This video is sponsored by Surfshark. Surfshark is a VPN, a virtual private network, that's available as an app and a browser extension that essentially lets you access content from anywhere and also encrypts your data so you can browse safely online. With over 3,000 servers in 65 countries, it's super handy and super easy to change your location to access, say, another country's Netflix library, or if you're overseas and you want to access something from your home country, you can easily swap and watch that too. In addition to unlocking more content, using a VPN is super important if you're using, for example, a public Wi-Fi network. If this is you doing banking on a public Wi-Fi network, this is you with Surfshark, protected. Nobody's getting in, nothing's getting out. Another great thing about Surfshark is that you can have one account but unlimited devices. So you can protect your phone, your laptop, your other laptop, your 10 other laptops. I'm not judging. If you're like, wow, this sounds amazing, I want to give it a go, well, use my code MikesMike, M-I-K-E-S-M-I-C, to get 83% off and 3 extra months for free. Surfshark offers a 30-day money-back guarantee, so there's no risk for you to try it out for yourself. So make sure you check out the link in the description and be sure to use my code. Thank you, Surfshark, for sponsoring this video. Let's get back to it. So I did not rewatch the first movie, but the basic summary of the first movie is these ratty fucking chipmunks appear and they get a record label and they become international superstars and they sing and shit. I think they play the guitar as well. That's all you need to know. It seems that these chipmunks are the only animals that talk, right? And that just does not sit well with me. It does not sit well with me. especially when we get to Alvin and the Chipmunks, the Squeakquel. Let's talk about it. Yes, the Squeakquel. The Squeakquel. The Squeakquel picks up with Alvin and the Chipmunks doing some international world tour or some shit, and then their tour manager slash dad, oh my god, he like gets punted into the crowd and then he breaks every single bone in his body. They go back. Their aunt needs to look after them. The aunt falls backwards down the stairs in a wheelchair. I'm not making this shit up. She has to go to hospital. Then the deadbeat cousin needs to look after them or some shit, and they go to school. Screaming and crying. Alvin, Theodore, and Simon are now going to school. Everyone else is a human. They are the only non-humans at this school. Now, I would like to point out that they wear jumpers. Alvin wears a jumper with an A on it because he's that bitch. And the clothing thing is such a major issue for me, but we will get to that when we talk about the Chipettes. So they're at this school and they're learning, but like they are rodents. They are rodents that can speak and no one is really caring. Why are there not other animals that can talk? The more you think about it, the more issues come up. You know what? I'm going to go on record and say, fuck Alvin. Fuck Alvin. Nasty. Nasty, nasty, nasty. He left his squad behind so many times because he was chasing fame. What more do you want? You're an international pop star. You want to be like a footballer on this high school's football team, and for what? You got nominated for a Grammy, mind your business. That shit pissed me off for real. Simon and Theodore are just trying to live their lives. Also, it implies that they're all the same age. I can't do this, guys. No, we will be able to get through this. Everyone focus. Alvin, Simon, and Theodore are not the same age. Why is Theodore acting like a little baby? But then if they're not the same age, why are they all in the same classes? That's not fair to Theodore. How are you supposed to keep up with the cognitive level, the cognition of these other chipmunks? It's sick. Anyway, next thing you know, we meet the Chipettes. The Chipettes are at the record label company to get a record label because they can sing and they are talking chipmunks as well. The Chipettes arrive at this record label company in a FedEx bag. Who sent the FedEx bag? Who the fuck sent the FedEx envelope with chipmunks in it? Did they send it themselves? Who allowed them to send it? Why is everyone so nonchalant? Getting sweaty, angry. They arrive at the center, they punch their way out of the bag, and they're not wearing clothes. But they have chipmunk makeup and chipmunk hair, and one of them has glasses. How are you going to wear glasses but no clothes? This is going to be the most cursed sentence that I've ever said on the youtube.com website, but I need to say it. The Chipettes were running around with the chussies out. How do you expect to turn up to a record label place to try and get a record label just running around naked? And you are naked because later on you have clothes on. So what's that about? It's the worst day of my life. Christina Applegate as Brittany, Anna Faris as Jeanette. Why is one of these Chipettes named Jeanette? I will be pressing charges against Fox for this. Jesse McCartney as Theodore. My god, there's room for everyone. Let's just say that. Are they actually getting these people to sing the songs? I don't think so. Speaking of the fucking songs, I did some research and it's sick. In 1959, the Chipmunks were #1 on the Billboard Hot 100. I'm not fucking around, this is real. January 5th and January 12th, those weeks. But this song won 3 Grammy Awards in 1958. Anyway, back to the Squeakquel. For some reason, they all have lockers. What the fuck are you putting in a locker? Why do you even have books? They have books? How can they talk? How can they read? Who taught the chipmunks to read and write? Chipwrecked. Time to discuss the worst reviewed movie of the lot. Rated 4.3 out of 10 on IMDb. 12% on Rotten Tomatoes and 24% on Metacritic. Can we discuss this poster quickly? What the fuck is this? Why are they trying to make these chipmunks out to be like the chipmunk version of The Hangover? Why are they swagged out? Why does Alvin have this hat on? Alvin's always fucking around in the promos for all these movies in terms of the hats and outfits departments. He's never even worn that shirt, all those glasses, or that hat. Theodore's never even seen the inside of a bucket hat. This is... Actually, you know what? While we're on the subject of the posters, let's talk about the Squeakquel poster. Who the fuck is that rodent in the middle? That's not Simon. That's not the Simon I know. That doesn't even look like Simon. Why did they give Simon the speed dealer sunglasses? Before I absolutely go to town on Alvin and the Chipmunks Chipwrecked, we need to talk about who directed it. Mike Mitchell. He's done some great work. Let's just have a look at some of the stuff that he's done. He's done Sky High, arguably one of the top 10 movies ever. Look it up. He was also an animator on Ants, Shrek 2, Shrek the Third, Monsters vs. Aliens. So he's done some great work, right? And then something happened. Something shifted. And Alvin and the Chipmunks Chipwrecked happened. I'm going to try and give a one-take recap of the movie, what happened to the movie, because I know you don't actually give a shit. They're all going on a vacation on a yacht. And this man, David, decides to bring his 6 adopted chipmunks. We need to discuss that as well. He keeps talking about his kids, like his sons and his kids. No further comment. They go on the cruise ship. Alvin's fucking around. Alvin's just always up to some shit, ruining it for everyone. He's so selfish. If I saw Alvin in the street, boom, boom, boom. If there was a life-size Alvin, I know he would beat me up. He would fuck my shit up. But I would still try and attack him first. Okay, something that I forgot to talk about while I was recording is there's a scene... also, it's a cruise line and not a yacht. I messed up. Sorry to the stands. There's a scene where the Chipettes are having a dance-off with these three ladies on the dance floor of a club, and fight or flight. Absolute adrenaline shock to my heart. What is that?
Her busted, tired little dance moves.
Oh, no, you didn't.
So the Chipettes win the dance-off, and I just think that is so embarrassing for the humans. Like, imagine if you lost a dance-off to a chipmunk. That's so embarrassing. Like, how do you come back from that? That's career ending. Like, that's flop of the century. Then next thing you know, they're all fucking attached to a kite, and they fly off, and David's there, and he tries to save them, and the evil man's in the chicken suit. We're not going to talk about him. They jump off too. Everyone gets stranded on a desert island. Great. Okay, there we go. We're on the desert island now. There's a lady on the island. Her name's Zoe. She's giving adventurer. She's like the modern day Lara Croft. And she's all like, I've been stuck here for 8 or 9 years. I talk to tennis balls. And yet she has perfect eyeliner. Also, Simon gets bit by a spider and turns into Simone. And he speaks French. Next thing you know, the volcano erupts. When the volcano erupted and the chipmunks are running away from the erupting volcano on this deserted island, I was thinking, this is fucked up. Running to the raft? Who fucking built the raft anyway? We didn't even talk about the Zoe shit. Let's talk about the Zoe shit. I just googled Zoe Chipmunks Chipwrecked, and she has like a page on the Villains Fandom wiki. Her crimes: kidnapping, theft, attempted murder. Under personality, it says she was altered by multiple spider bites over the course of 10 years, which resulted her into becoming crazy, deluded, greedy, arrogant, selfish, delusional, and overly determined. Now, why the fuck is that me? And also, what the fuck are these spiders? Why did bite Simon he became French? What's that about? Is that saying that the French are selfish, delusional, and overly determined? Is that the message? Stop. I just looked up Alvin and the Chipmunks Chipwreck trivia on IMDb, and there's a quote here. It says, David Cross, the guy who's in the chicken suit, describes filming this installment of the Chipmunk series as the most miserable experience I've ever had in my professional life. Oh my god, these keep getting better and better. On the beach scene, Simon uses a convex lens, which indicates Simon has hypermetropia, which is common at old age. Let us now discuss how the Chipettes cover of Destiny's Child Survivor is one of the best things that's ever happened in the music industry. They put the whole chussie on that. You may laugh at this opinion, but you know it's true. The Chipettes were the first hyperpop artists. The Chipettes run pop. When the Chipettes came on the scene, Beyonce was scared. I think I need to stop. If you have something to say, which I hope you do, because I want to have a discussion, let me know in the comments. If you're not subscribed already, make sure you hit that subscribe button. I'm screaming and crying and crawling to 500,000 subscribers. 1,000 people unsubscribed after I dyed my mullet red. So yeah. Anyway, thank you all for watching, and I'll talk to you all soon. Peace out. Welcome to the end screen. Here you will find another video for you to watch and a link to easily subscribe to my channel. So make sure you subscribe to my channel.
Hi guys, it's me, Alvin, from Alvin and the Chipmunks. All the single ladies, and I found out Theodore is gay.